Morning children. So children, welcome to the EVS2 class. Children, you remember what we were doing? Yes, we finished our first lesson, that is representing the earth, and we were doing workbook question answers, and we did till, I suppose we did till question number 7. Yes. Now children, everyone take out your workbook. Please follow with me, okay? Workbook, take out your workbook and take out page number 2. Okay, now you need not write the answers now, children. I'll share the answers after the video, but I'll be explaining the questions, okay children? So children, you follow the questions, answers also I'll be explaining. So you, all of you children, please take out your workbook, page number 2, because I have explained till question number 7. So let's start with circle the correct word. You go, as I read the questions, you also read the questions along with me, and I will then tell you the answer, correct answer. You also guess the correct answer, okay children? So shall we start? So let's start. First is circle the correct word. Can you see? Circle the correct word. And what is question number 8? Question number 8 is, a map is easy, difficult to carry. So what is a map? A map is easy or difficult to carry? Yes, a map is easy. Okay children, so mark easy. Then number 9, a map, globe, can be used to study the rotation and revolution of the earth. So children, what can be used to study the rotation and revolution of the earth? Yes, it is globe. So circle globe. Then number 10, the equator prime meridian forms part of a circle that divides the globe into eastern and western hemisphere. Okay, so which between equator and prime meridian, which one divides the earth into the western and eastern hemisphere, and it's a part of a circle? Yes, it is the prime meridian. So circle prime meridian. Then children, we have number 11, the globe is divided into northern and southern hemisphere by, two options are given, equator and Tropic of Capricorn. It is equator. So circle equator. Then we come to short answer question, which is question number 12. And what is question number 12? It's given, Priya's teacher tells her that she can use a globe to study the earth. Give 2 ways in which a globe can be helpful to study the earth. Now here you have to write the uses of a globe. So what will be the answer? A globe helps us to understand the shape of continents and water bodies on earth. It also helps us to see the positions of places and the distances between them accurately. Okay children, so a globe helps to understand the shape of continents and water bodies, as I discussed in the lesson. And also it helps us to see the positions. The positions of the places can be correctly seen on a globe. Now we come to question number 13 children. Yes, what is question number 13? Question number 13 is given, label the 4 lines marked on the globe. Okay, so you have to write the 4 lines which are marked on the globe. So what is the first arrow? The first arrow which marks the line, it's the Tropic of Cancer. Then we have the equator. Then we have the Tropic of Capricorn. And then we have the meridian, the longitude which is marked, it is prime meridian. Okay children, then we proceed to question number 14. You all of you turn to page number 14, not page number 14, page number 3, question number 14. And here you have to write differences between maps and globes. You have to write 4 differences. So shall we discuss the differences? What are the 4 differences? It's given in your book also. Let me read once. First, maps. It's a drawing of a place on earth on a flat surface as seen from above. Then globes. It's a small model of the earth that shows us what the earth looks like. Then maps. Again, second difference. We can see the whole earth at a time on a world map. A globe shows only one part of the earth at a time. The number C, maps provide detailed information of a place. A globe does not provide detailed information. Then Number D, maps are very easy to carry. Globes are difficult to carry around. Okay, children. Now, let's go to question number 15. Now, here you have to identify the given picture. Okay, children. A, B, C, D. 4 options are given. So, what is this picture? This picture is the picture of a map. Okay, children. So, now let's go to question number 16. So, here again, it's given which of the following are not shown on the given map. On the given map, okay, my PDF file is not so clear. In your PDF file, you can see something is not given on the map. What is not given on the map? Cities, mountain ranges, rivers of India and plateaus. What are not mentioned in the map? What is it? It is, yes, children, can you tell me? It's a homework. Okay, you write yourself. What is the answer? You do this for homework. Which of the following are not shown on the given map? This you do for your homework. Okay, children. So, question 16 will be a homework. You just do it in the book itself. Okay, children. Then we come to question number 17. If the earth was flat, which representation of the earth would not be used and why? If the earth was flat, then children, we have 2 representations. One is maps and what is globes. Then which representation of the earth would not be used? Why? The answer is, if the earth was flat, which representation? Globes would not be used to represent it, because a globe is a spherical model of the earth. Okay, children. Then we have question number 18. While visiting a new place, what does a traveler use? A map or a globe? Give one reason for your answer. So, while visiting a new place, what does a traveler use? A map or a globe? Does he carries a globe always with him? No. What does he use? He uses a map. And why does he use a map? Because maps are easy to carry around. See, such a simple answer. Then we come to the next page, which is page number 5. All of you turn to page number 5 and you can see there's a long answer question. And you can see a picture, and the picture is of 2 friends. It's given 2 friends, Rima and Abdul, were working on an assignment on maps. Rima wanted to locate capitals and other important cities of India on the map. Abdul wanted to show the information related to population density of the country on the map. So, which type of map? The first question, which type of map should each of them use? So, what map should each of them will use? Rima would use a political map. Okay, because we know political map shows the names of cities, capitals, etc. And Abdul would use a thematic map because he wants to know about the density of population. Then what is question number B? Write any 2 ways in which maps are useful in your daily life, everyday life. So what it will be? While traveling, maps can be used to find out the route and calculate the journey time. Maps can also be used to get detailed information about various landforms. So you have to write 2 advantages of using maps. First advantage of using map is that it can be used to find out the routes and calculate the journey time, and also it can give us detailed information about various landforms. Okay, children, now we come to the next concept. Number 20. Okay, children, number 20 here, it's a road map. Okay, an example it's given. The next you'll have to make on your own. So this also is your homework. Okay, children, you'll do it as a homework. This will be a homework. Okay, children, you'll have to, what you'll have to do, you'll have to mark and label the important landmarks that you find on this route. Use the symbols given the, you'll have to make a road map from your home to school, and you have to use the symbols. One example is given, children, you can see, and looking at that only, you'll have to make a different type of map. This also will be a homework. And now we come to concept 1.2, which is latitudes and longitudes. So children, we'll stop till here. There are more questions left. We'll discuss again in the next class. since it's a long chapter. But remember the questions which I have given homework. I'll be sharing the PDF file also, and homework also question I'll be sharing very clearly. So that's all for today, children. Thank you, children, and have a great day. And remember, children, whatever I have given you, please write it down in your workbook. Okay, children? And that's all for today. Okay, children. Bye bye, children. Have a great day ahead.